How are we? Fix that there. How is everyone this lovely, beautiful, sunny Saturday morning? It's so lovely. Yes, how is everyone? Here's my coffee. I was ahead of myself this morning with my celery juice. I finished it about a half an hour ago. So Anthony Williams says never drink or eat anything for at least half an hour after you drink your celery juice. So here I am, half an hour later, coffee in hand. I love having my coffee at this time because it's just, I don't know, so comforting, and I don't know, it's kind of like a crutch. I kind of just like, oh, this is just lovely. And I love writing out my gratitude list while I'm drinking coffee. Don't ask me why. I think it's just it's a happiness thing. So I know I'm mad. Good morning everyone jumping on. Morning Aoife. Morning Elizabeth. I can't actually, oh morning April, how are you? I can't really see who's on until you comment. If you're not comfortable commenting, that's absolutely fine. But at least I know now that you can see and hear me, so I'm happy. But I do love to know how you're getting on, and I love to know how you're feeling. We're almost a week in now, well, another 2 days. Medical medium, April. Medical medium is Anthony Williams, and he's got loads of books out, and he is all about clean raw eating. And not that I do that, I certainly don't, but I was listening to one of his podcasts one morning, and he was all about celery juice, and he has a book actually called Celery Juice. It's a whole book written about celery juice. Morning Lorraine, morning Marie. And so I bought the book. And did I buy the book? Yeah, I bought 3 of his books. So I think celery juice was one of them. And no, just listen to the podcast. He was saying that 16 ounces of celery juice first thing in the morning after you brush your teeth. Nothing else. No water, nothing, no oils, nothing. And nothing before it, and nothing for at least half an hour after. It's unbelievable for your yes, most of his book. You have his book as well. You have most of his books, April. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, so he's unbelievable. Like, and I just think he just talks so much sense, and great podcast. Yeah, brilliant. I just think he just talks so much sense, and he just talks about lovely natural foods. Like, there's so many people talking, oh, you can't eat that fruit, and you can't eat that, it produces way too much sugar and this and that. And like, if you're eating a raw diet with fruits and vegetables, you can eat any fruit you want. It's the other shit, I think, that's added in that we eat or drink that's not helping, and it's not the actual fruit. Like, he loves every fruit, bananas, and like, I used to be kind of against bananas because I was doing Slimming World for a while, and like, they're like 4 points when you put them in a smoothie in a blender, and I'm like, it's a banana, like, or 4 cents, whatever it is, and I'm like, no. These are lovely, lovely, fresh foods. I'm going to continue eating them. So yeah, that's when I started drinking the celery juice. So I actually drink 32 ounces most mornings. It's usually either 1.5 pints or 2 pints that I drink every morning. Ona, how are you? That I drink every morning, and I just addicted now. I just love it, and I just it helps with inflammation of the body, helps with your skin, helps with your mood, helps with sleep, it helps with everything. It really just, the reason you leave it then for half an hour is because it just let it go through your system, let it hit all your organs and really go through. So no, but it's lovely. I didn't think I'd like it, because if there's ever a salad with celery in it, no way I wouldn't get it, because I don't really like the taste of celery. But celery juice, don't mind it at all. Absolutely love it. So how are we getting on with our gratitude list? For those of you that have just started on Monday, I'd love to know, and if you're watching the replay, please let me know, and just put in replay and just let me know how you're getting on. If you're too shy to comment, that's okay, but I would love to know, even if you just message me privately. I'm getting lovely messages from people privately during the day, and it's just so lovely, and people thanking me for doing this, and it's just making it all so worthwhile, and I absolutely love it, and I'm so glad that people are getting something from it, because I certainly am as well, and it just brings, it makes writing out your list all that more enjoyable, and as well when you're kind of, when I'm teaching about what I'm learning, I just love doing that, because I think it's the work that Bob Proctor does is just so interesting, and it's all about personal development, so it can only do good. So I absolutely love it. But yeah, so I think next week we will talk about goals. A couple of people got back to me yesterday saying, yeah, they don't have any goals set, and they would like to. Morning, Caroline, and they would like to set some goals. So I think that's what we'll talk about next week, maybe from Monday. We just keep it nice and simple for this week, and we don't want to scare anyone off just yet. And if you don't have any goals, you don't want any goals, that's fine too. But you might want after I kind of tell you why we should be setting goals, and it could be just something that it's going to be personal to you. Obviously, it could be something that to do with you and your family, or your business, or your home, or whatever it is. It could be to build a new house. It can be anything. So, I was looking at this book this morning. I don't know if any of you have it. It's The Magic Book by Rhonda Byrne, and she also wrote The Secret. And it's so lovely, and it's all about gratitude. It's basically everything you read is all about gratitude. And I saw this lovely quote. I said I must read it out to you. Whoever has gratitude will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her. So whoever has gratitude will be given more. And that's so true. Like, that's what I say here every single morning. The more gratitude we have, the more feelings that are attached to each gratitude, the more we emotionalize it, the more we get back. So whoever has gratitude will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. So you get back whatever you give out in abundance, and that's exactly what you want. So this is why we send the love to people that are bothering us, sending love to the whole world, because the more you send out, the more you get back. And this is exactly what we want. Every single person has a want for happiness. Everyone does. And I think by doing this simple exercise every single morning, we're well on our way to receiving happiness. So this is definitely something that needs to be done every single day. And if you have made the decision to create this new habit, I really want to know. So as I was saying, a few people got back in touch with me yesterday, so they had some lovely messages, and they have started to create it as a new habit. Morning, Colleen, how are you? Morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. I know, it's lovely, and it's sunny Saturday. And some people have said that they used to do it, say last year, for maybe they might have done it for 6 months, and then you stop. And that's when you stop, you really see how good it was for you. Because I was the same last year. I would do it for maybe 6 months is great. I definitely didn't do it for 6 months. I might do it for a month, and I get up early and I write my list, and then I forget about it. Then I do it for a while and then forget about it. And that's when you're not going to see the results. Nothing's going to be in abundance, because you're not constantly sending it out. You're not constantly on that high vibration, that high frequency. So it does have to be done on a daily basis, definitely. But so many people have said, yeah, they've started it, or that they did it last year and gave it up, and they've started back again. So that's great. I'm delighted, absolutely delighted. So gratitude operates through a universal law that governs your whole life. According to the law of attraction, which governs all the energy in our universe, from the formation of an atom to the movement of the planets, like attracts like. So it's so true. So Bob always says, good morning, Fiona and everyone. Oh yeah, sorry. What was I saying there? I've gone off. Bob was always saying that we don't attract what we want, we attract who we are. So like attracts like. So that's kind of saying, if you know where you're going, what exactly you want, you act as that person. So whatever it is, if it's a certain rank in your business, if it's a certain way you want to be with your kids, if it's a certain way you want to be with your partner, you act that way, and like attracts like. So if you act in that way, you will become that person, and it sounds so bizarre, because I remember thinking, oh yeah, just act that way and then it's going to happen, but it's the law, and it does happen. So but you have to do it every day. It does have to be done every day. So it might mean writing down some affirmations to help you get there, and it might mean writing down exactly what you want. A lot of people aren't sure what they want. So like attracts like. It's because of the law of attraction that the cells of every living creature are held together, as well as the substance of every material object. In your life, the law operates on your thoughts and feelings, because they are energy too. And so whatever you think, whatever you feel, you attract to you. So this is exactly what I've been talking about all week. The more we write things down, the more energy we're putting into them. So this is why we write down our gratitude. Yeah, it's great to think of what you're grateful for. Yeah, amazing. But more energy is going into it when you're actually writing it down. And what Bob does, actually, he writes down his affirmations he was doing it for a full year. So he was doing it for 365 days, where he was writing down at least one of them with his left hand, because when you're writing it with or his non-dominant hand, whatever that is, and when you're doing it that way, you're putting even more energy into it. You're writing it out slower. Morning, Louise. You're writing it out way slower, and you're actually really, really thinking about what you're writing down. And you don't want to make any, any silly mistakes. And that's why he does that. So it's just another tool, another thing for you to think about. And I did do it for a while, actually, and then I kind of stopped, as usual. But yeah, I must get back doing that again, because we all have affirmations that we like to write down, because we, and those affirmations are basically a positive sentence in the present. That's it. So, and it's something that you want. So if it's something that you don't have already, act as if you have it, and write it down as if you have it already. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have €1 million in my bank account, or whatever it is. And I think asking for money is great, and we all deserve it. But I think the actual money is there isn't really an awful lot of, I don't know, joy, energy attached to it. I think it's what you want to do with it. So maybe, I don't know, change your affirmation if you are wanting more money. Just kind of change it in a way of what you would do with the money if you had it. Let me see what else she's saying here. If you think, I don't like my job. Oh yeah, so these are the affirmations. So if you're saying you want to say it in the present. So if you think, I don't like my job, I haven't got enough money, I can't find my perfect partner, I can't pay my bills, I think I'm coming down with something, he or she doesn't appreciate me, I don't get along with my parents, my child is a problem, my life is a mess, or my marriage is in trouble, then you must attract more of these experiences. So this is why I always say your affirmations must be positive. Don't be thinking, I need to get out of debt. Don't be thinking of that word. No negative words in your affirmations or on your gratitude list, because the universe is just going to send you in more of that. And that's all the universe can hear, is those words. So just be mindful of that. But if you think what you're grateful for, like, I love my job, my family is very supportive, I had the best vacation, I feel amazing today, I got the biggest tax refund ever, I had a great weekend camping with my son, and you sincerely feel that gratitude, the law of attraction says you must attract more of those things into your life. I love that, because you must. And that's the law. So the 7 universal laws that man can't change. So that's the law. So it has to happen. So I just love it. It works in the same way as metal being drawn to a magnet. Love it. This is brilliant. Your gratitude is magnetic, and the more gratitude you have, the more abundance you magnetize. It's the universal law. I'm going to read this every single day. that paragraph has just summed up my whole week. Like, it's just amazing. You will have heard sayings like, whatever goes around comes around, you reap what you sow, and you get what you give. Well, all of those sayings are describing the same law, and they're also describing a principle of the universe that the great scientist Sir Isaac Newton discovered. Newton's scientific discoveries included the fundamental laws of motion in the universe, one of which says every action always has an opposite and equal reaction. So every action always has an opposite and equal reaction. When you apply the idea of gratitude to Newton's law, it says every action of giving thanks always causes an opposite reaction of receiving. So lovely. Morning, Deirdre. Chapter 6 in Think and Grow Rich has a great example for attracting money. It's available on YouTube. Oh, brilliant. Thanks for that, Deirdre. Yeah, all them chapters of Think and Grow Rich are on YouTube. So that's amazing. And they're in chapters. They're not just the whole book. So I love that. Yeah, so when you apply the idea of gratitude to Newton's law, so every action of giving thanks always causes an opposite reaction of receiving. So I absolutely love that. And what you receive will always be equal to the amount of gratitude you've given. So this is why we will always feel how grateful we are with every single thing we write down on our gratitude list. Every single one of them, you really have to feel that emotion. And that's when you're projecting that out and you're getting that back. Love it. And the more sincerely and the more deeply grateful you feel, in other words, the more gratitude you give, the more you will receive. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Perfect. So after that, I think we'll start writing our list. If you've all got your journals there ready, and please keep me updated. I love getting your messages, even if it's just throughout the day. You don't want to comment here, if you're watching the replay, I really, really, really want to know how you're getting on, and if you are enjoying it, and if you know someone that would benefit from this, and would, you know, someone that might need a bit of uplifting, and, you know, someone that maybe needs this little new routine, a new habit to create. Yeah, just send them on, let them add me on Facebook or whatever, and send them onto the page. It'd be lovely, lovely, lovely to have more people on board. I want to help, and I want to reach out to as many people as possible, because this is all personal development, and I'm in awe at it, because I never did any of this for up until like the end of last year, beginning. Okay, I did little bits throughout last year, but nothing like this, and I just think it's amazing. And everything that I'm learning on the program, the course that I'm doing, it's just, my eyes are just open. I just can't believe it, and it makes so much sense. And it's the little things that we need to do on a daily basis that really make the difference to our lives, because it's all about repetition and impressing that into your subconscious mind. So yeah, okay, so let's start writing our list. So today is Saturday the 11th, isn't it? Saturday the 11th of July. So as usual, we will write today I'm grateful for, and today's date, and then your list. Saturday 11th of July. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to start with the first one, which is Bob's one, which is, I am grateful now that everything in my life is moving in harmony with God's laws. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now that everything in my life is moving in harmony with God's laws. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty, so we'll write, write a few more, see what you come up with, and let me know how you're doing. Alrighty. And even if it is only 2 or 3, just really, really write ones down that you are truly grateful for, and really feel the emotions attached. And thank you, God, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know. Alrighty. Oh, how's everybody getting on? Anybody want to share what they're grateful for today? I think the weather is going to be top of our list, isn't it? It's just so gorgeous. I love this weather. So lovely. And yeah, so if there's anything else that is on your list, I'd love to know. And thanks for everybody that's coming on. I can't really see unless you comment who it is, but thank you. Really appreciate it. Okay, anybody want to share? I think I'm just conscious of the time. Yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. And if you're not finished, just finish it after. Remember, it's all about creating this new habit. So if you don't have 10 every single morning, that's okay. You know, you could even come back to it again at lunchtime, especially if you feel your energy dip and you say, okay, maybe I'll write 3 more gratitudes, or maybe just think about your morning, what kind of a morning you had. Finding it so much easier to do this 6 days in. Yay, that's great, Lorraine. It's nearly like the gratitude list flows naturally now and things are popping into my head rather than having to think about it. That's amazing, Lorraine. That's brilliant. That's exactly how you want it, because you're allowing it in. You know, you're not thinking, what am I thinking about? What am I thinking? You know, because when you're really thinking about, okay, what am I going to write down? It turns into a writing exercise. But when you're allowing it and it's just flowing, that's when, you know, you're in the flow, and that's really, really good. My 2 children are always top of my list, my family, my friends, my health and my boys' health, my home, my job, football, doTERRA, and today's sunshine. Amazing, Edel. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That's so lovely. And yeah, and if they're the same every morning, that's okay. You know, as long as you're truly, truly grateful for them, that's absolutely perfect. So that's great. Okay, so now it's time to send the love. Alrighty, so I'm going to grab an oil. Okay, first one I see here is lavender, one of my favorites. This is a favorite in this house. Kids literally get the bottle and pour it on their pillows at night time. I don't know how they stick the smell because it's so strong, but I suppose it's not one of those really strong ones, but yeah, a few drops. I think 1 drop is plenty. I'd be like, don't be wasting it on me now. These oils are precious. This one's actually nearly gone. So lavender. Lavender, as we know, is very relaxing. I'm going to look up. It's the oil of communication, actually. So, yeah, oil of communication and calm. So it aids verbal expression and calming the mind. Specifically, it calms the insecurities that are felt when one risks their true thoughts and feelings. Lavender addresses a deep fear of being seen and heard. Individuals in need of lavender hide within, blocking their true self-expression. While they may be going through the motions of outward expression, they're actually holding back their innermost thoughts and feelings. The expression is not connected to the heart of the soul. So lovely. So yeah, so lavender is it's a gorgeous, gorgeous oil, and it's great for your skin as well. Okay, so what we did yesterday was people were finding it kind of challenging to send love to people that they that were bothering them. So we can just send love to people that you know that really need it, or really need your positive energy. Or you can send love to people that are bothering you. You know, build it up to sending it to people that are bothering you, because you know, you really want to let go of any kind of negative thoughts or negative feelings, especially ones that are suppressed. And remember, you know, anything negative that's suppressed is never, it's going to come out some way, but you know, it's just going to cause a lot of anxiety, and it can cause depression and that kind of thing. Now, I'm not saying that's exactly what's going to happen, but down the line, you just don't know. The more feelings that we suppress, they're just building on top of each other, and you know, the more that we're going to I just look here, Michael and Liam are just home from the barbers. Oh my god, Michael's hair is chopped. His hair's got really long when he was on for lockdown, obviously. So, and it was actually really suited him. I don't really like long hair on boys. Sorry, I'm totally gone off track here. Sorry, but anyway, it's really short now. But that's actually kind of cute. So as I was saying, you know, sending the love, getting rid of all that negativity out of you to create more space for the positive thoughts and feelings. And, you know, remember, more positivity, more positive thoughts and feelings, better actions, and attract in more of that. So, you know, it's all about you. So when you're doing it, do not give them any energy. Just thinking of the white light going from your heart to theirs. I forgive you. I love you. If you can't say I love you, I wish you well, you know. Just do it, and just do it with one person, or do it for a few seconds and see how you get on, and just, you know, build it up bit by bit, because it does take a bit of time and a bit of effort to get used to this, definitely. And it's the same with me. It took me ages, but by doing it every single day, it got easier. And then all of a sudden, that person that you I'm so grateful for the support that the doTERRA community has given me in the past few days, my health, my family, where I live, my mother, and this guidance from you, Fiona. Oh, that's lovely, Louise. Thank you so much. That is so beautiful. Thank you. And yeah, we're all thankful to doTERRA, because they're helping us in ways, you know, I never even have imagined. So you know, send it to people that are, you know, are bothering you or have bothered you in the past, and get rid of all of that's sitting there inside of you that you don't need. It's not serving you. And, you know, sometimes, you know, thoughts of that person might come into your head, and that's going to bring your vibration down. So as I was saying, all of a sudden, when you go to send love to this person, if you've done it, say, maybe for 2 weeks, they're not even going to appear. Or if they do, you're kind of like, God, I feel nothing towards that person. I feel no anger, no resentment, nothing. So it's all about getting rid of all that negativity out of you, and creating space for new positive thoughts and positive energy. And you're going to hear me repeat myself a lot, because I always say it's all about repetition. And I know for me, when I hear things a few times, that's when they really go in. When I hear something once, sometimes it doesn't. I don't take it in at all. And Bob Proctor says it's all about repetition, and doing this every single day is going to help to improve your life, and it will. And you know, but you know, you need to feel the emotions attached to it as well, and send the love and ask for guidance. You know, do some meditation as well throughout the day if you can, and some mirror work. But we'll talk about mirror work maybe next week. So we just keep it simple for this week. Alrighty, so let's send the love. Okay, so we take a few deep breaths, and if you find it hard to relax, remember what I was saying yesterday. Bob's technique is deep breath in, and as you're breathing out, say the word out loud, relax. And if you feel funny or feel kind of embarrassed doing that, you know, if there's people around you in your house or whatever, just say it in your mind, and it just means you're giving your body command to relax. And if you do that a few times, it will happen. I actually did it this morning as well. I was sitting here and I knew I had loads to do, a few bits to do, whatever, and I wanted to relax and meditate for a few minutes, and I couldn't, and my mind was just racing. So I did that, I think it was like 3 or 4 times, and then I just relaxed. You just try and not think of what you have to do. Don't think about your day ahead. You know, that's all going to come. This is only a few minutes for you. And if it's a thing that you can't do it right now, do it after this call. And when we ask for guidance, I always recommend you do it after this call, because you're in that nice state now after writing your gratitude. You're in that happy, positive state, positive frequency, high frequency. So just kind of ask for guidance by yourself, and nobody around, no noise, and nice and relaxed, and just ask the question, who can I help today? What can I do with my family today? What will benefit my business today? You know, something that is personal to you, and just ask the question, and you know, a good quality question where you get a good clear answer. You're expecting a good clear answer, and the answer is coming from within. And you know, we don't realize that, you know, and once we get your first answer, that's the right answer. And you know, don't question it, just act on it. You know, if it's someone you do need to ring, or if you got a picture of somebody in your mind's eye, that's the person you need to ring today. Oh, hi Sheila, hi Fiona, I got my oil, so happy with them, yay. Sheila's a brand new customer with doTERRA essential oils. That's great, Sheila, I'm delighted. Yeah, we must jump on a call now and I'll talk you through them. Okay, so let's send the love. Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to take a few deep breaths in and really, really relax, and picture that person standing in front of you. And I always say a white light. That's because something that I've been imagining, but you can imagine something different. And I actually think a gold light, if you picture a gold ball in your heart and that is projecting out to that person, I think that's lovely. I think gold is just so gorgeous. So maybe we'll do that anymore. Just kind of think of a gold ball of light, and energy in your heart, and projecting that out to that person. And remember, it's all about you, it's not about them. Okay, so close our eyes and a few deep breaths. Okay, perfect. And when you're ready, move on to person number 2. So as I said, a few deep breaths in. Just take 3 deep breaths in, close your eyes, and just picture this gold light, this gold ball of energy projecting from your heart to theirs, and sending the love. So if you can't say the words "I love you," or you know, if you can't actually, you know, it is hard, it's very challenging. So just kind of just say, I wish you well, you know, even if you just start off doing that and just see how you get on. Alrighty. Perfect. So I hope you got on okay with that. So now we will ask for guidance. So remember, you know, you kind of sit for 5 minutes. So I do recommend you do this maybe after this call, or do it and at another time where you can just steal 5 minutes by yourself, come down to your room or wherever you sit. That's a nice quiet spot, no radio, no telly, no kids, no noise, and just really, really ask for guidance. So if you're someone that meditates at a certain time of day, asking for guidance straight after that is really, really beneficial, because you're in that relaxed state. You're in your mind is relaxed and your body is relaxed, and you know, this is when you get inspired. Like as I said during the week, energy flows to and through us all the time. And if we're forcing this to happen, or come on, where's the answers? You know, the energy isn't flowing, so you're not going to get any inspirations or any ideas. It's not going to happen. So what's this? You are going to love them, literally life changing. Oh, Deirdre, I'm presuming you're talking about the oils. I'm not sure. Okay, so yeah, so that's when you get all these inspirations, is when you're actually in that relaxed state and you're allowing. So when you are asking for guidance, you know, tell the universe, I am allowing in this information. I am in receptive mode. I am allowing these answers to flow, these answers to come to me, you know, just allow it. And it does take practice, definitely. It's not going to happen on the first day. It definitely didn't for me. And you are kind of thinking, oh, did I actually make myself think that answer? Or is it, you know, is it right or whatever. But when you actually really relax and do it regularly, you will know. You will know, and just believe that. So don't feel that you have to force these answers. And the first answer is always the correct one, and go with your first answer and don't question it. And if it's a thing you get another, a second answer, that's your paradigm. So your paradigm is the little voice, mental chatter in your head, telling you something that you probably don't need to know. The mental chatter in our head is keeping us in our comfort zone, and it is creating habits for us that aren't giving us the results that we want. But I'll talk about paradigms again. It's all part of the course that I'm doing, the Thinking into Results by Proctor course I'm doing. So it's learned so much about that. So I will definitely tell you about those again if it's something that interests you. Let me know. Morning, Shirley. How are you? Okay, so so let's ask for guidance. We'll just do a little practice run here. It's not going to be whole 5 minutes or anything like that, but definitely try and do it again throughout the day if you can. And and let me know how you get on. I'd be dying to know. Alright, so we'll just close our eyes and just really quiet and just ask a question. Just see how you get on. This is like a little practice run. Okay, perfect. I'm conscious of the time. I don't want to keep you any longer. So thank you so much for joining me this morning to write my gratitude list. It just makes it all so worthwhile when I'm not doing it on my own, and it just makes it so much more enjoyable. So if you have any questions or queries or challenges, please let me know. I'd love to know. Just message me throughout the day or comment here. If you're watching the replay, let me know. And let me know, have you started this as a new habit since Monday, or maybe this is your day one? That's absolutely fine. Start whenever. The best time to start is now. Well, the best time to start was probably 20 years ago, but the next best time is now. So if it's your day one, day two, day three, whatever it is, that's absolutely fine. Just get started. Start writing your list. Get your new journal and write the day and the date at the top. And today I am grateful for, and write down as many as you can. 10. Hopefully you can, and if not, 3. Start with 1, start with 2, start with 3, and feel the emotions attached to each one. April, thanks, Fiona. That was lovely. Great start to the weekend. So grateful this morning. Oh, that's great. That's lovely. Lovely, girls. Thank you so much for your lovely comments, and have a lovely sunny Saturday. And thanks, Udell. You feel great now. Yay! Keep it up. Keep it up throughout the day as well. Have your little post-its with thank you written on them, and keep your day as stress-free as possible. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Alrighty, thanks. Bye.